Hello, and this is a tour of my watercolor sketchbook 2012 to 2019. That's 7 years, which is quite a long period to finish a sketchbook, but that's because I dedicated this specifically for painting small works, and I don't do that often enough. So flipping this open, the first page is a hand lettering of my online nickname, Sporky. Hand lettering my name usually gets me through that first page anxiety, and it makes for a neat title page. True to my Sporky name, this is a self-portrait with my boyish hairstyle from 7 years ago, wielding a giant purple spork. The early pages are character designs based on the sartorialist. For the first one, I gave her a 60s sci-fi spy gadget with matching hypno glasses. For these caricatures, I try to emphasize curvy shapes with pointy corners. This one is my favorite from this series because of the earthy colors and the leopard and cheetah prints. Now I had to add brush pen strokes here to get the contrast that I couldn't get from student grade watercolors. This horse should be familiar if you've ever searched for images of horses or horse painting, so he's quite the star. Colorful burbs just to get the most out of the saturation in my Prang set. The next pages are bedrooms to challenge myself with interior lighting. This one is a cozy bedroom full of beanbags, and I based it on an image I found from Tumblr. An IKEA bedroom with night lighting. Now this one is my bedroom, my old bedroom before I moved out of my family house. In lieu of a bed, an actual bed, I had a folding couch because I wanted to work on my table more than sleep in my room. So I took what I learned from painting interiors to make an original composition, but I pretty much abandoned it when I got to the furniture. The colors were all over the place and I just didn't feel it anymore. These are wood and rock texture swatches plus some landscape thumbnails. Tree studies where the trunks are solid strokes while the leaves are wet on wet color blotches. So after that last page, I took a break from this sketchbook. Opening it years later, I needed something to nudge myself back to painting. This is a low pressure exercise, a master study of Mead Schaeffer's Count of Monte Cristo. I wanted to capture the lighting more than the details so I could just refamiliarize myself with my paints. Then I got ambitious with another Mead Schaeffer work, Hide the Body. It's not detailed, but I painted as much of the major shapes as I can. After 2 pages though, I burnt out on studying Mead Schaeffer, so this one is kind of a mess. Her head is too small while his face is just not there. And because of my frustration with the previous page, I thought I should get to know my brush and watercolor more. These are brush stroke tests using the brush that came with the Prang watercolor set. And these are the 8 colors in my Prang, and these are watercolor techniques to see what I can get. But if you haven't noticed, actually, this sketchbook is not made for painting. The pages are cardstock, which at the time I didn't have better sketchbooks, so I thought cardstock is good paper for painting, which it's not. Pebeo Gouache set test. And then 4 studio acrylic colors. These are cheap and I couldn't even get proper purple colors out of them. Derwent Graphitone pencils. Now these don't have much contrast in their tones, but I still use them for studies in another sketchbook. 24 Prismacolor Premier pencils, and I feel limited with 24 colors though, so I tried making color palettes to see how I can make them unique and come up with interesting color combinations. Then this is a matrix of colors just to see what I can get from combining 2 colors. So I tested the painting with watercolors as a base and using the colored pencils to add in details. I just went with some abstract designs and compositions just to get it over with. But these were fun, and I discovered new color combinations out of them. This one's kind of a cartoon nature scene, so I think I'd like to incorporate some of the elements here with some actual cartoon background work. So I went back to character designs using the pencil and the watercolor combination. So this one's a witch girl, and I forgot to add her apron. You could see the start of an apron here. For this effect, I used the watercolor over a white pencil. Since Prismacolor is waxy, it blocks out the watercolor from reaching the paper. Another witch, but she's more of an academic type. A little swamp girl who looks like she was caught sneaking around. A magical gestress conjuring a pink bubble elephant. I had an ambitious idea for this one, but got lazy with the execution. I had a few pages left and I just wanted to complete the book at this point. So low effort idea, which is a plague doctor. Usually I default to plague doctor if you've seen my Instagram. But then I got a bout of inspiration from browsing some Filipino warrior photos. They had some interesting clothing pattern and thought I could make a bird shaman out of them. To follow up on the bird mask theme is an owl shaman, thanks to a prompt from one of Dina Norland's creature design video. The prompt was owl, bear, and mask. And this is a carousel centaur, but I couldn't fit all the details that I wanted. Sketchbook complete though. Now, I really like the ideas in these last pages. Although I didn't execute them well the first time, my next videos will be about making better digital art out of these characters. So if you're interested in that, give a like and subscribe. Maybe even hit the bell icon if you're that excited. I'm new to this YouTube thing, so that would help and it would pat me in the back. Bye.